Be prepared. You're about to witness history in real time, and most people have no idea what's coming. This isn't just another week. This isn't just another shift. And it's not just about how insanely rare this is. What's happening right now carries a spiritual weight we haven't seen in a long time, and the effects will ripple across every part of your life, whether you're ready for them or not. If you're even remotely in tune with energy, you can probably feel it already. A weird feeling that life hasn't been real lately. Maybe even this unshakable sense that something big is coming. Well, you're right, because one of the most spiritually significant days of the entire year is happening this week. And if you miss what it's trying to show you, you could be left completely unprepared. If you've been feeling like time has been speeding up, like the days are blurring together, keep watching, because there's one specific reason why this is happening to you right now. But I'll get to that later. So stick around. The stage is set. The first domino is teetering on the edge, and when it falls, there's no stopping what comes next. This isn't coincidence. This isn't chaos. What's unfolding this week is a meticulously crafted sequence, a cosmic strategy centuries in the making. It begins in whispers, subtle shifts, an invisible pulse in the fabric of reality. And today, March 9th, marks the first movement. You may not recognize it at first, but trust me, this is only the opening act. The energy is shifting, the pressure is building, and all roads lead to March 14th. That's the day the board flips. That's the moment everything changes. Two powerful planetary alignments, colliding on the same day. March 9th sets the battlefield, a war between heart and mind, instinct and logic. The moon clashes with Mars, igniting raw, unfiltered emotion, a fire that refuses to be tamed. At the same time, Venus and Mercury lock into place, demanding strategy, calculation, balance. You are caught in the center of this cosmic tug-of-war. 1 second, your instincts scream at you to act, to take the leap, to claim what is yours. The next, your mind pulls the reins, urging patience, caution, restraint. A war rages inside you, desire against discipline, impulse against reason. And the choice you make now will send ripples far beyond this moment. Because this is just the beginning. When March 14th arrives, the energy will peak in a way we haven't seen in years. Some days pass like any other. And then there are days that split time itself, before and after. This is one of those days. March 14th isn't just a full moon. It's not just an eclipse. It's a turning point. A total lunar eclipse. A blood red moon. A meteor shower at its peak. The Earth, moon, and sun align in perfect formation, shifting the tides of energy across the planet. The veil between the seen and the unseen becomes paper thin. And just when you think you've grasped the magnitude of what's happening, the sky ignites. The gamma meteor shower erupts, streaking the heavens like a cosmic signature, marking the shift. This isn't just an event. This is a message. And whether you acknowledge it or not, the impact will be undeniable. Nothing happens without reason. Every emotion, every choice, every silent moment of hesitation has been building to this. All of it converging here. But this is just the threshold. Most people won't see the deeper meaning behind 3 celestial events striking at once. But if you truly want to understand what's coming, if you want to know why this is happening, keep watching. Because once you see it, you'll never look at March 14th the same way again. Before the climax, there is a test. March 12th, a hidden moment of reckoning. Most will pass it by without a second thought. But you will feel it. No thunder, no flashing lights. Just a quiet, unseen force pressing against your spirit, weighing your choices, revealing the truths you've tried to ignore. This is Saturn's moment, standing in perfect alignment with the sun. Saturn, the great teacher, the guardian of karma, the silent observer of every step you take. And now, its gaze locks onto the source of all illumination. Nothing remains hidden under this light. Every truth you've buried, every decision you've postponed, every moment of doubt you've silenced, they will rise. For some, this will be clarity, like a key sliding into place, unlocking the next step. A realization that shatters uncertainty in an instant. A weight lifted, as if an unseen force has unshackled you. But for others, this will be a wake-up call. The warnings you ignored, the signs you brushed aside. This is the moment they demand your attention. And it won't arrive in a way you expect. It won't come in fire and fury. It will slip into your reality as a quiet challenge, a subtle test you cannot dismiss. Make no mistake, something is coming. This moment isn't random. It's preparation. Because after this, the energy shifts. And when March 14th arrives, the door to the new reality will be flung open. Think of what just one celestial event can do. A full moon stirs emotions. An eclipse reshapes destinies. A meteor shower delivers messages from the cosmos. But when all three collide on the same day, a total lunar eclipse, a blood moon, a cosmic rain of fire, this isn't just another celestial event. This is the moment the universe speaks. Saturn, the great teacher, the guardian of karma, the silent witness to every step you take, now merges with the very source of illumination. And when that happens, nothing remains hidden. Every choice you've made, every hesitation you've clung to, every truth you've tried to bury, Saturn sees them all. The weight of responsibility you've avoided, the crossroads you've refused to face, the whispers of intuition you've silenced, now they rise. For some, this will be a revelation, a long-lost puzzle piece snapping into place, a moment of undeniable clarity where the fog lifts and the path ahead is illuminated. The burden you've carried for so long may suddenly lighten, as if unseen hands are lifting it away. But for others, this will be an awakening, one that cannot be ignored. If you've been turning away from the signs, postponing what you know must be done, this is the moment that shakes you from your slumber. It won't come with thunder or flashing lights. It will be subtle yet inescapable, a challenge appearing in an unexpected form, a quiet but undeniable shift that forces you to see what you've been avoiding. And this is no accident. This is preparation, because in just 2 days, the energy will shift again. And by March 14th, the world will not feel the same. Consider the power of a single celestial event. A full moon stirs emotions. An eclipse reshapes destinies. A meteor shower carries messages from the cosmos. But what happens when all three collide on the same day? A total lunar eclipse, a blood red moon, a meteor shower at its peak. This is not just another alignment. This is a turning point. This isn't just a full moon. It's a moon under siege. A moon drowned in shadow, burning red, set ablaze by the meteors streaking across the sky. The earth steps between the sun and moon, severing the light, forcing it into darkness. And for a brief, breathless moment, the entire world is caught in limbo. A cosmic reset, a recalibration, a breaking point between what was and what will be. Then, the sky ignites. The meteor shower erupts, raining down celestial fire. Each streak of light carries something more, codes, messages, activations woven into the very fabric of space. Most will overlook them, but you won't. You'll feel it. The question is, will you understand what it means? Because when three forces like this converge, the universe is speaking loudly. If you don't listen now, you may miss something you can't afford to ignore. And this is only what's visible. Beneath the surface, something else is stirring. And in just a moment, you'll understand exactly what that is. Something about this week feels strange. Not just because of what's happening, but because of what's missing. March 9th arrives with planetary collisions. Mars and the Moon, Venus and Mercury locked in a tense dance of opposing forces. It's as if the universe is making its presence impossible to ignore. And then, silence. March 10th, stillness. March 11th, nothing. It's as if the cosmos has taken a step back, holding its breath. Then, just when the quiet becomes unsettling, March 12th arrives. Saturn in perfect alignment with the Sun. A karmic reckoning. And before you can fully grasp it, another pause. March 13th, blank, motionless, waiting. It's eerie when you truly think about it. The universe is not chaotic. It moves with rhythm, precision, intent. But this feels different. It's like time itself is hesitating, like the sky is waiting for something. Or maybe, giving us a moment to catch up. Because what if these pauses aren't empty? What if they're thresholds? Stillness is never nothing. It is everything that has not yet arrived. We are conditioned to focus on movement, action, momentum. But sometimes, the most significant moments in life aren't about what's happening. They're about what's about to happen. Imagine stepping into a theater. The murmurs fade. The lights dim. The curtain trembles, just for a second, before the entire stage explodes into motion. That is this week. That is what these pauses mean. Because March 14th isn't just another celestial event. It's the event. Everything that has come before has been making space for it. It's the moment when the energy erupts. And once it does, there is no turning back. Some weeks drag on, slow and uneventful. But this one, it moves differently. It hums with an unseen force, propelling everything forward. Remember when I told you time feels like it's speeding up for a reason? This is that reason. Something beneath the surface is shifting. Subtle, but undeniable. Maybe you've already felt it. Maybe things that seem distant are suddenly arriving faster than expected. Maybe conversations that should have taken weeks are unfolding in a single night. Maybe decisions that once felt impossible to make now seem obvious. Because the truth is, March 14th is not just a day on the calendar. It's a threshold, and once you cross it, there's no going back. This is what happens when the universe picks up the pace. It's not random. It's not chaotic. It's a controlled acceleration, an unseen force pushing things into alignment faster than expected. And this isn't just about external events. It's happening within you too. One moment, you feel like you're in control, like you have time to prepare. And then suddenly, you're thrown into situations where you have to act. No more waiting. No more hesitation. It's uncomfortable. It's disorienting. But it's necessary. Because right now, things that were once moving at a slow, predictable speed are shifting into high gear. The world is being rearranged behind the scenes. And by the time you realize it, you'll already be in the middle of something new. It's not just movement, it's momentum. And once momentum takes over, there's no stopping it. So if you've been feeling like time is slipping through your fingers, if your reality seems to be unfolding faster than you can keep up with, you're not imagining it. There are moments in time where everything changes. And the strangest part? You won't even realize it until it's already happened. The eclipse will pass. The meteor shower will fade. The energy that built up all week will reach its climax. And then, stillness. At least, that's how it will seem on the surface. But the truth is, something underneath it all has shifted. Some people will wake up on March 15th feeling lighter, not because of anything obvious, but because something intangible feels gone. Maybe it's an old fear that doesn't seem as loud anymore. Maybe it's a sense of clarity that wasn't there before. Maybe it's just a feeling that the air itself is different. But others will feel unsettled. Not in a bad way, just in a way that makes them feel like they're on the edge of something big. A chapter has closed. A door has opened. And whether or not they're ready for it, they know there's no going back. This isn't just the end of a powerful astrological week. It's the beginning of a new energetic phase. The aftershock won't hit all at once. For some, it'll be immediate, sudden realizations, unexpected changes, people or opportunities entering or leaving their lives. But for others, it will unfold slowly, like ripples expanding outward from a single event. Pay attention, because the next few months, they won't follow the same patterns you're used to. The things that seemed predictable before, they're not so certain anymore. The people who felt permanent, they might be on a different path now. Either way, the world won't be the same anymore. And neither will you. If you're still watching, I'd like to thank you for your attention. If you enjoyed the content and want to see more, please consider clicking the subscribe button. Your support is very appreciated. Feel free to share your experiences or thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, take care and subscribe for more insightful content.